Hi everybody out there. Welcome to my first of 3 Christmas card classes that I'm going to be doing right here online with you. My name is Ronda Wade and I'm here in Ovid, Michigan at my studio. Welcome to my studio. I wish you could all be here live. I have been doing Christmas card classes for probably 20 years and this is the first time that I have ever ran them like this. I guess you can say the year 2021 has a way of impacting all of us. Hello all of you, I'm so glad you're here. If this is the first time that you've ever watched me, or if this is the 100th or even more, because I do lots of videos, but I am really happy you guys are here. So I'm gonna chat with you for just a minute. If you hate chatting and it irritates you, then you can forward the video along, but I wanna wait for everyone to join and I want to let you know what we're going to do today. Hello, I see lots of my friends. I'm so glad you're here. I am also pulling you up on my computer over here so that I can see your comments when my hands are down. I wanna be able to answer your questions. Typically when I do videos and Facebook Lives, I really don't read the comments until afterwards because I get easily distracted. But this is a kind of a different event. So usually I come to you with like one quick and simple project. Today is my Christmas card class. So it is, so we are going to be doing Christmas cards. I have 3 days planned to do 3 different Christmas cards. Now, there's many different ways for you to participate. Number 1 is you can do just what you're doing right here, and you can watch, you can then create your own cards and share them. I do believe that what I love about Christmas cards are quick and simple, easy ones that are easy to duplicate so that you can send out lots of them. All the ones I'm sharing with you, you obviously could step up and dress up to for those of you who like a little bit more of a fancy card. And then so you can just watch for free. Now, if you would like to actually get the card kit sent to you, like let's say you were coming to one of my card classes, I would like cut all the paper for you, I would prepare everything for you, and I would have you come here in my studio and sit down and make the cards with me. Well, since we can't do that, but I can still mail you a card kit. So, and I do that to come to my classes here in my studio. You just have to place an order and then you get to come for free. It's really cool. And I do the same thing online. So if you place an order, I have an online ordering link. I've actually posted it. It'll be in the description here. You can click on that link. You can buy anything that you want from Stampin' Up! Or you can buy the things that I'm using today too, so you can make your own Christmas cards. If you do that, and you have until, what's today? Today's Thursday. You're gonna have until next Monday to place that order. I even gave you a thing called a host code, so that way I know that it goes with me and I know you're ordering for this Christmas card class. If it's over $35, I'm gonna send you that card kit for free. So I will pay for the shipping and all of the supplies for the cards. So you'll get the card stock, you'll get the envelopes, you'll get the ribbon, so you'll get those things. Now, if your order goes over $50, then I will give you a free gift. And this free gift is going to be this really awesome bolt of the black and white gingham ribbon, which has been so popular. It is on back order, off back order, and right now for a hot second, it's available. So anyway, we'll be using this today too, so I can show it to you how awesome it is. But that is, with my card classes, I always love to have you be able to make the cards. So that is how this will work. You can watch for free. You can order anything you want on the Stampin' Up! Website as long as you use that host code, or you can even email me your order. You can message me your order. I'm happy to put the order in for you. If it's over $35, you'll get the cards for free, the card kit, so you'll make the cards yourself. And if your order is over $50, you'll get the card kit and you'll get that free ribbon too. And I will be paying for all the postage for it to be sent to you. Now that is only in the United States. I am not allowed to sell to other countries. So with that being said, I see lots of you are on here. I have 4 really awesome cards to share with you. Oh, also, when you place an order, I will also send you the tutorial, directions, measurements, pictures, all of that. And if you are one of my members on Creative Corner, then you also will get to, I'll be placing all of those tutorials on Creative Corner, so you have all of those directions as well. All right, I think it's about time for us to jump in. I am just making sure that I'm giving everybody a chance. The cards are really quick and simple and super easy. So just give me 1 second and we are gonna jump in and get started. All right, see here. I just wanna make sure that I am doing it so that I can see your comments too. I don't normally do that, right? I like to just create for you and you guys can just watch. All right, so one of my favorite things about stamping is Christmas cards. It's what hooked me from the very beginning. I'm sure I've always told the story for those of you who know me. If you're not, first time watching, one of the things that I am is not crafty when I used to not be a very crafty person. Now, obviously, I love to paper craft. I have, fell head over heels in love with it and have absolutely addicted to it. I love it. And it's also my job, right? But when I very first started, I was not. And so when I started in July or June, and I made a few things, but Christmas cards have always hooked me in. It is something I love to do. So in 2 weeks, the Christmas cards I'm going to share with you are ones that you would use with photos. So when my kids were younger, I used to always have our family photo in the picture too. So, but I always love to do Christmas cards, and I like to send them to everybody. It's that little handmade touch, I think, in Christmas that makes all the difference. And it's something we want to do now and not wait until we are slammed and so busy that we can't get them done. So I want to make them, and if those of you who maybe aren't last minute procrastinators like me and you already have started them, you can copy these and start these for next year maybe. So let's jump in and get started. And I got 4 cards to show you. Like I said, there is also, when you come to my classes, if you want the kit to come to you, I've mapped all that out for you. I am so glad you are here too. Paula said she loves my sampler in the background. Paula, that was a class I did last year. All right, so this first card, I am using the stamp set Happy Holidays. And I'll tell you the reason why I picked this one is because I absolutely love this bird and the font in all of them. This actually is a part of a bundle, and there's a punch that goes with it too. But I love that. I bought it because of the bird and the other ones. Now, this is one of my, I love white. Christmas to me is white and red, and we're going to be using our awesome gingham ribbon too. So I took a piece of our thick white. This is a simple card. Today I really wanted to give you just quick and simple ideas that you can do that are fun to craft by yourself with a friend, but then you can make lots of Christmas cards. Right now, we all need a lot of love in the mail. So let's just jazz up people's lives with some hand-stamped cards. And then I have another piece of white, this basic white. This is actually thick white too, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to take, and then I have a piece of just scrap white over here. So I'm going to stamp the bird. I'm going to be using Poppy Parade ink. And this is all the cardstock I'm using though, is just these 2 pieces and then a scrap piece of white. So this card just takes white cardstock. Who out there has white cardstock, right? So I'm gonna be using the bird, and I am gonna stamp this with our Memento ink because I'm gonna do a little bit of coloring on it. I wanna make sure I have the right one. So let's go ahead and ink this up. I'm gonna try to not shake you guys too much. Thanks for being here. I am excited. Every 2 weeks, I'm gonna be doing a Christmas card class. So we're gonna be doing all Christmas cards. I usually do classes live in my studio, but I just haven't, because of the pandemic, I didn't do them last year. And this year, I'm still kind of recovering, so my schedule is not quite back to as crazy as it normally is. So I'm taking our blends. Who has the blends? Who loves the blends? Whose blends is on your Christmas list? So I'm telling you, if you want a Christmas present from somebody, just give them the link for the blends. And you can just buy a few colors, get them all. I love the blends. So I don't even know what kind of bird this is. I know one of you out there will know what kind of bird this is. I'm gonna make it look like a cardinal, because to me, cardinals seem very Christmassy. And cardinals are actually, to me, really, really special. My mother and my grandmother used to always say that when a cardinal would come by, that meant God was present. And I feel like that. Whenever, I feel the same way. So I'm using Poppy Parade to color this in. Poppy Parade is a form of red with a pop. Well, that's why they call it Poppy Parade. Actually, I think it's after the flower poppies. But I'm just coloring this whole thing in with the light Poppy Parade. And I did not get online and try to figure out how to color a cardinal properly. I am just guessing. Guess what? Whoever you're sending this to is just going to be excited that you sent them a card. So I'm doing all of that. It's a robin. Oh, a robin probably. Yeah, robins are usually blue. But we're making this one red like a cardinal. All right, and now I took the dark Poppy Parade, and now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna color in the wing. I'm gonna like really darken this up, and then I'm gonna do just like the tail, and I'm gonna do like just the edge around here. And I wanna really define this line like that. So that's my next step. This is the Ronda coloring mode, right? If I'm gonna make 50 of these, 100 of these, we're gonna make it so it's fun. It's fun to color, but not that where it takes you like hours. I do know there's a lot of very talented people out there that are like artists, and I'm one that just tries to fake it with my blends. So that is where I've got it started, right? So now I want to go in with a thing. Okay, blends are like magic. Number one, now I could like go back in with my light one, and I could really blend this, and as it dries, it will even blend it. So they're like magic. This one to me is the color lifter. Do you remember when you were a little girl or a little kid and you had those books that were like blank, and then all of a sudden you had like you took like a water pen and then you'd go over it and they would magically appear? I feel like this is the same thing, but this is the opposite. So this is the color lifter. So you can take it and you go over it and it takes the color away. So I'm gonna go in and just add like some little highlights in here. And actually, if you can tell, I'm actually removing the color out of there. And then, so it just gives us the different variables of red. And I also want to remove it around the eye. I don't want his eye to be quite so dark. And I might even remove a little bit of it. Now, if I kept going over and over and over, now, see? It looks like a real bird now all of a sudden. I'm telling you, it's like this makes me feel like magical. So this is the color lifter. And as it dries, it'll even have like different variables of color. So I'm really impressed with that. Okay, so now I could sit and do that all day. I'm taking a circle punch and I'm going to punch out our bird. And it's a Christmas bird. It's any kind of bird we want it to be, but it's a Christmas bird. And this is gonna go on a piece, again, I have that white. I told you today, we're making quick, simple, yet beautiful cards. One of the reasons why, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys here. If anybody knows me, that's Rhonda. Rhonda just tells the truth. And I just don't, that's all I know how to do. Anyway, and it is, so when I very first started doing Christmas cards, it was because I was trying to impress my mother-in-law and my sister-in-laws, because they are so crafty and so talented. And I was like, and I never was. I was always like, for Thanksgiving dinner, they would all bring pies and casseroles and these gorgeous meals. And Rhonda was always in charge of the rolls. My mother-in-law loved me, but she didn't want me making anything either. So that was Rhonda. And they would bring their gift wrap, would be like in just beautiful packaging, and I would have like my gift bag, right? And so I wanted to start stamping. I didn't tell any of them because it was a way for me I wanted to impress them, right? So that was when I started, was that first Christmas. I'm like, I'm gonna send them all a homemade Christmas card. They're never gonna believe it. So that was why I started, and I fell in love with Christmas ever since then. The fun part is my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they all signed up actually to be demonstrators. My mother-in-law was a demonstrator up until the day she passed away. It was like 8 or 9 years. Anyways, okay, so I took our little bird, and oops, I'm not gonna put that down yet because I wanna stamp my words first. So this one, I had a really hard time picking the words. I love all of them. I'm gonna show you another variation. I did this today. All of the cards have a variation. So so here we go. Shelly says she's in charge of the sodas. Shelly, your family sounds a lot like mine. God gives different gifts to different people. I usually will bring the games too. I love to play games, and they don't really play games much. So, all right, so I'm using the Christmas blessings to you and yours. I love that. Oh, and I luckily got that on there straight. All right, so now I'm gonna put my bird on here so I make sure, because if I had stamped the words first, or I put the bird down there first, I wouldn't have had room. So I wanted to make sure I have enough room then to put our beautiful little Christmas bird. Some people are telling me it's a robin. So anyway, there we are so far. Isn't that just gorgeous? I have a couple little things. So I love, again, quick, simple, cute cards. You could do the same layout with a Christmas tree, snowman, snowflakes, poinsettia, you know, whatever you want. I love this bird. I just think, and some people don't like birds. One of my customers, her name is Charlene. Anything with a bird, she does not like it. So she changes it to something else. But I love the bird, especially a cardinal. A cardinal makes me think of my mom and my grandma, and that God is present. So this to me is it's a special card. All right, we're gonna do 2 more things to this card. Again, doesn't this black check, this gingham is so trendy. The first thing we're gonna do is, I think almost every Christmas card needs a little bit of a shimmer. So our little bird here, I'm gonna take our Wink of Stella. I think it's like $8, but everybody has to have a Wink of Stella. And actually sometimes I like to have 2 because they don't last forever. They last, for me, I go through about 1 a month because I do a lot of, and I like a lot of shimmer. So I just added a little bit of shimmer there to the belly. Thank you. So there's that. And then the last thing I want to do is I have these colored rhinestones. This is how I organize them. And you can use the real red and sprinkle those on. I love the holiday rhinestones because they have red and blue. They have all the colors. Oh, but I love these red too. Those would really pop. Oh gosh, the struggle is real. How do you choose which beautiful bling? I'm gonna use the red. I really do love those a lot. They're tiny. You get like 200, and they're tiny, but man, they are mighty. They have a lot of sparkle. So I'm just gonna put a few. A few is like, let's do, maybe just 4. 5 might be overkill. So I'm gonna do 4 of the gorgeous little sparkles and this shimmer. So there we go. So here is the card that I made, and I love it. I want to show you another variation. So this is the exact same card, exact same supplies. I used that Noel, I told you. I loved that Noel. It's kind of bigger and bolder. And on this one, I used the black matte dots, which I think a lot of people think is, it's only Halloween. No way. I use these for like Valentine's Day. I use them all the time. And here it is. So this one has a little bit more of the sparkle and fun to it. And then this one has, that black matte dot. So there is your first card. Quick and simple. All of you can do this, right? See, these are the cards where you say, I can do that. And I want to show you, I have some variations of our bird. So I love the black, white, and red look, especially this year. But I also, these are some more traditional colors using some other Christmas ones. But to show you look at that's all the same stamp set, but isn't the variety so cool? This one is beautiful. And these birds on here are not pretend cardinals. There's a big bug right in front of me, and it's climbing on my stand. Oh gosh. It just flew behind me. If there is a bug that comes on me, if I'm gonna scream, you're gonna hear me scream. Anyway, there's that one, and then here's this one. This one's very traditional Christmas. So, see, that's an awesome stamp set. It's Happy Holidays, and I'll be using it again. I'm gonna try to stick to just like 5 or 6 products, so that way you guys can get a variety of ideas. All right, our next one I'm gonna show you is using some of my other new favorite products. Let me get my pieces out and get rid of these. So I'm gonna try real hard to stay organized today and not get my hands all inky and yucky. So obviously we have to clean our stamps in between. You need the chamois. The chamois is wet already. You just wet it with water and you just rub your stamps over it and it cleans it just like that. So I'm gonna clean them now because if I don't, you guys, if you've ever watched me, I can get a little messy with my ink. So I'm just gonna put these back in here. And so I love how Stampin' Up, I leave the little thing in there so that way I know exactly which stamps go where, and then they're all clean and ready to use next time. All right, I know, I'm not screaming yet, but now I saw the bug, now I feel like it's climbing in my hair. I feel like it's in my hair. It's not, but I feel like it. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna use, this to me is such an easy, beautiful Christmas card with this paper. We don't even have to add much. The only thing I'm gonna add to it is a stamp set, and it's this one. It's called Heartfelt Wishes. Heartfelt Wishes, I got actually from Stampin' Up when I was in Hawaii this summer, because they sent me on a trip to Hawaii. I earned it. You can earn it as a demonstrator, and I did. So they got me there for free, but I loved it when I would have bought it anyway. It's just perfect to add. Like, we have so many beautiful papers, and then look at this one. I don't even want to cut it. It's so pretty. They're all, and I love this Peaceful Cabin. For anybody who is taking my retreat coming up in the fall, you're gonna get a whole pack of this paper. It's been on and off back order, but we were able to snag some for you. All right, so I'm gonna pick a piece. I'm gonna pick this piece here. And this one is very unique. They actually like broke it up into like packs of 6. So, I mean, 4. And then, but what I want is, I want just like this scene right here. So I'm gonna take my paper trimmer. Oh, I just love the card we just made. I think I'm gonna make up a few more of those. And I'm gonna cut this down. I'm just gonna cut, I'm gonna cut this off here first. So this one just take a little bit of just piecing. You need a paper trimmer. For those of you who are beginner, are there any beginner card makers out there? We all have to start somewhere. I know there's a lot of avid ones. I see lots of my awesome customers on here. And then we are going to just trim this off at the bottom. And I wanted this to be 3 3/4. So I'll do 3 3/4. And then I want it to be by 5. So it's 3 3/4 by 5. Again, if you do place your order, like I would for a normal card class, I will give you a tutorial that has all of the measurements. So now I have this focal point for my card. I don't have to even do anything. Like, to stamp it like that would be very, not hard, but you would take some time, right? So first of all, I want to show you my finished product of the variation. So this is the card. We're making something similar. It's same exact supplies. I'm gonna do everything the same, but I'm gonna change up the paper and colors. I've always loved Night of Navy for Christmas cards. I always love putting it with a very light shade of blue. But look at that paper. It's just such a gorgeous, and you don't even have to like do anything to make it like that. So, but this one's gonna be different. I wanted to show you it with shades of purple. Purple is also, so this is like a non-traditional kind of card. But I think that a lot of my customers love purple. And so, oh, it's Kathy's first time. I'm so glad you're here. So we teach you how to make quick and simple things. But I really showcase the purple because I think, again, a lot of people love purple. And this pack of paper can go with any color scheme that you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you how easy it is to put this card together. We're going to take our adhesive. My adhesive of choice always is Stampin' Seal Plus. I used to do it just for boxes, but now I do it for my cards too. When it very first came out, some people were struggling with it, but it really is, it's not difficult to use. I think once you get used to it. So this is a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock. And yep, I'm gonna fold it. All of them I've started so far 4 1/4 by 11. And if you saw how it opens up just a little bit different. Sometimes we always do the cards the same direction. This is kind of opens up more like a book. So I'm actually gonna just glue this one right down as well. This went onto it's not upside down. So what I wanted to show you with this is how beautiful and easy this is to go together because it's the paper. The paper does all the work for you. I have a strip here of white, and for this one, I'm going to use the words Merry Christmas. So this is actually going to be a Merry Christmas. You could stamp directly on the paper. That stresses me out because if I don't get it on there just right, then you ruin the whole thing. So sometimes I like to use strips. Or I will try to go, oh, it's beautiful. So this is the Blackberry Bliss. It is a gorgeous, deep, deep purple. I'm going to take my paper snips and I am going to just snip off the one end at an angle. And then the other end, so this is gonna go kind of down here at the bottom. Yep. And then I'm gonna just do this one straight, like that. I'm gonna glue this down here. All right, it's so pretty. Now, we sell this Simply Elegant trim. Now, those of you who were a part of my card club, you guys all got this last month, didn't you? So everybody, everybody, not everybody, but I have 160 club members, so there's a lot, should have this. So I do like to use things that I know you own, so that you get some variations. Of course, there's always something to buy that we want, but I know you got this. So I just tied a quick bow. We used to sell, oh, you can buy silver twine, and then, oh, now you gotta get gold twine. But I love the pack of the Elegant trim because it comes with both. And these are perfect for the holidays to wrap presents with. If you need to hang an ornament and you don't know where your hooks are, you can make, these. I'm gonna take a mini glue dot. So mini glue dots are, again, a must-have adhesive for any paper crafter. And then that's just gonna go right there. That dresses it up just like that. And then I want to go, this card's really simple, I told you, but it doesn't look simple. Like when you're looking at them, they look so fancy. And so I'm gonna take those holiday rhinestones, and I'm going to add, I'm gonna add some of the blue to this one. I love the blue rhinestones too. And this just adds, I'm gonna put some of the light blue too. It just adds the perfect amount of little bit of sparkle. And I'm just gonna do some more of the little ones. So there's that. See how it just adds so much to that card. Again, when someone gets this in the mail, they are going to love this. Kathy said, I mentioned a fall event. Can you give me additional information? Kathy, it's all sold out. It actually sold out in less than 4 hours. And it's kind of stressful for me because I sold about 20 more than I was supposed to. I've never had it sell out that fast. So if anybody who wants information about my events, I'm going to tell you that you need to be on my email list. I send it to my email list first. And also here on Facebook, sometimes you'll see it and sometimes you won't. So I think it's important. I mean, my email list, I know always gets it. Okay, I'm gonna show you something else that's kind of magical. When you use these holiday rhinestones, I'm adding, this looks like red, but when you put it with purple, they look purple. They look like that deep Blackberry Bliss. So I'm adding these here, and then that's our card. So now they're going to, I gotta look one. Oh, actually that's pretty good. I think I might just put one more over here. There we go. So there's our sweet and simple, awesome card. That pack of paper, you can make like, they have all these different ones that are like that, where they have like a scene and you could just add the words. So grab the most beautiful word set, the Heartfelt Wishes, and now you can bust out some seriously awesome. And I also wanted to show you, okay, so which is your favorite, purple or blue? This is definitely more traditional winter, but I love the purple. The purple is just, again, it's kind of non-traditional. Oh, and we have an envelope. I didn't need, the first card, I forgot to stamp my envelope. I always stamp my envelopes to match. Or I put paper on it to match. Let's do that for this one, so I can show you. So you know, you cut some of this off, but on the back side of this, so I love to do this. Whenever I make a card, whatever leftover paper I have, you know, instead of, I like to use it. I like to use up my paper because I can always buy more, and there's always more beautiful paper that is on the way. So I love to use it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay that down there. So this is like a scrap piece of that paper. And this is the piece that I wouldn't be using anyway because it was what was left over when I trimmed that one down. So no waste here. We're just gonna use it all right up, and then I just cut this off. So, but to answer your question, I don't wanna ignore your question there. I do retreats 4 times a year, and I do them live. Starting next year, we'll be doing live again, but I also do them to go, and they're online, and then I ship you everything. But again, it's sold out, so you can't participate in this one, but if you join my email list, then you might be able to get into the next one. All right, there we go. And then look, the beautiful envelope matches. All right, looks like blue, purple, oh, so everybody's all over the place. The purple is, but they're both awesome and so simple. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. So this next one is another, I love kits. So I am a kit person, and which means I love to put them together. To me, they're like a puzzle. Does anybody else here love puzzles? I love like crossword puzzles. I love any kind of puzzle. I love to just do like regular puzzles. So this, I told you, quick, simple, cute Christmas cards. This is actually a kit you can purchase, and it is available right now. Again, it's been on and off back order since the moment we've got them, so it's really awesome. It's the Gingerbread and Peppermint Memories and More. These are cards and envelopes. So if you're truly looking for something quick, simple, and easy that will be fast to put together, these are awesome. You can even make regular cards out of these. So they just fold right in half, and then you can cut a piece of paper and do a stamp and stamp the words, and they have these really awesome like craft envelopes that are already like decorated and detailed, a perfect place to put their address. They're so fun. I think they're so fun. I did an entire class on them. I'm gonna show you some of the samples, but I wanna make one first. So the fun of a kit is that you get all these pieces and you can make up whatever you want to. This was one that doesn't have directions with it, but you can have fun. Personally, you guys, a lot of you know me, I do classes. I did a class on this. I know a few of you I see took this class. And this one has these little, like, we're gonna make one that is using this little guy here. And then it's gonna have a little, look at this oven mitt. It is so cute. So I'm gonna take the oven mitt and I'm going to put this, I gotta face it towards me so I don't put it on backwards. We're gonna put a little oven mitt. This is for the baker in your life. Do you guys have someone in your life who likes to bake? I do. I definitely have bakers in my life. I am not a baker, not at all actually, but I do. My husband loves baked goods. So I do try to make a lot of his mom's favorite recipes. I'm gonna take a little piece of white baker's twine. When you buy the twine, it comes in a pack of 5. Again, I think almost all my customers probably own it because I use it so much. But if you don't, you're gonna wanna get, it's a cooling rack. There you go. Yep, it's a cooling rack. And I'm gonna just take a little white baker's twine bow. And so the Memories and More, I think the actual kit itself is $11, and then the envelopes and the card bases are $10. So for 21 bucks, you're gonna be able to bust out a lot of cards. I only used half a pack and made 16 different cards. And then, so you're gonna be able to make lots and lots of cards. So there's our little cooling rack. Isn't it so cute? And then there's this little sticker. So it comes with some stickers, and they're good high quality ones. They're not cheap. They're like, they feel like cardstock. And then it comes with all of these cards that, of course, if you wanted to make, oh, look, a little recipe, isn't that cute? But then you can just, if you wanted to, take that, glue it down to the front, add something, and then you're good to go, right? So you could make some really, if you want some fast and easy ones, they have all these cards ready for you to use. And they have all of these smaller ones too that like fit, again, they fit right inside there if you want to. Now I like to get a little bit creative with it, and I'll show you some of the other things that I've done with it, but it could also be super, super easy. And then you can just glue them down, and then you're ready to go. All right, I have to use this cooling rack because it's just like the most adorable. I love miniature things. Do you guys love, I love like fairy gardens. I have a fairy garden. I haven't put it up, I didn't do it last year, but I love like miniature things. My grandma used to have a big thing on her wall that was just full of miniatures, and I would just touch them and feel them, and she wouldn't let any of the other kids touch them, but she would let me because she knew how much I loved them, and I took very good care of them because I loved them. There you go. So that goes on there. It says, your friendship makes the season sweeter. So if you have a friend that's a baker, this is the card for them. You get 6 of the oven rack. Some are silver. There's 3 silver and 3 black. Like I said, I've already used half of this kit. So now I'm just gonna add this to my card. Look at how easy this card is. I remember, I warned all of you, these are quick, simple, easy cards. I feel like if you're going to make all of these Christmas cards, there needs to be. We want to enjoy them. But now other people like to spend hours on one card, and I'm not knocking that either. It's just, for me, I make more simple ones. All right, so I put dimensionals to write underwear, so you can't underwear. I just said the word underwear. Huh. Under where you cannot see them through. But then I also want to put some along the edges. So I took some of my mini glue dots and I just rolled them so they're really skinny. And then I put those along there. I'm doing that because I've made this card a couple times already, and when I didn't do it, the cooling rack kind of flopped around a little bit, and that bugged me. So I'm just gonna put those little mini glue dots. And when you roll them, again, it kind of has that lift, so it gives the card a little bit of dimension there too. All right, one more. We're just gonna take it and we're gonna roll it. Yes, hello everybody. Hello, Arlena. Arlena's usually here in the studio with me. She's recovering from hip replacement surgery, so I'm glad I still get to see you, at least your name. Okay, so that's gonna go down here, and that simple, right? That simple, you have the most adorable card, right? Okay, so let me show you what I was talking about. This is only half the kit. This is half the kit. I've already used a whole half of the kit. And I made all of these cards with it. And I love them. They're like, this, again, it's just this gingerbread and peppermint memories and more. So there's the one I copied. And these are in clear bags. I actually cut, oh, look how cute this one is. It says made with love. So I cut the actual memories and more. You know, I folded it in half. And then I actually just cut it in half. So, because I like to have little note cards I can like put inside something little. So these are just little note cards that I made. Like this one says made with love. So if you make something, which a lot of people do, and then some of them I made with our regular cardstock. So if you have some of our regular cardstock, you could too. Here's one of the ones that I made with just, again, adding, here's one with the silver cooling rack. And I used some of the silver and white. I did add we have this gingerbread and peppermint paper too. See how many I made? I made 16. Look at them, and they're all different. And they are all stinking cute. And This is one I made on regular cardstock. But these cards, I didn't do any stamping. All these cards are in the kit. All this stickers are in the kit. This one said it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. All right. Look, there's even more. 2 more. So that's showing you the versatility of that one kit. So you can have fun with it, or you can make them all the same. You can make, so if you're looking for quick and simple and easy, and if you like, I love the kits. And I've been doing this for 21 years. It doesn't mean I don't know how to make a card. It's just that I love being able to take the time to, you know, this to me is creative too. It's like putting together a puzzle. I sit down with that kit and it's like, oh, the creative juices just like start flowing. All right, so there's that one. I have one more. Do you guys have time for one more? If you're just joining me, I know this is a little bit longer. This was the first card that I made. All right, do you love it? Beautiful. And then here is the second card that I made with our piece. This is called the Peaceful Place paper in purple or blue. And then we just made this one, and now I have one more to show you. This last one is in the annual catalog. There is actually quite a bit of Christmas stuff in the annual catalog. This one is called Evergreen Elegance. So I know a lot of you have joined since then. So I thank you. Someone said they love my creations. I thank you. I think there's always, you know, there's somebody out there for everybody, and I used to feel like, oh my gosh, I would see other people's projects and I'd be like, oh my gosh, they are so talented. I am like, I'm not. My stuff is dumb. It's how I used to feel that way. And then I realized that it's, you know, it is a talent to be able to stamp cards that are simple, but yet also pretty and fun. And so that is kind of my specialty. All right, so this is, I think, a must-have bundle. I love this one. It is in the annual catalog, so you won't find it in our little holiday one, and it's a bundle. It has a stamp set with all these trees and then Christmas, and of course you can use this for all occasion. Like we can use trees all fall long. And then also it has this evergreen border punch, which we're gonna use. And I'm gonna go to a very earthy tone. I have been doing more tones that are, I gotta make sure I have my right pieces, good. Tones that are like bright and white and blue. Now I'm gonna go with a very like earthy tone of Christmas. So let's jump in. I have a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of paper. On this one, oh, okay, I'm gonna show you my finished one. I'm using 2 different colors of green. This one is the Evening Evergreen. So I'm going to see which one you think is your favorite. But I ran it through the background with I think it's called an Evergreen. Well, I'll tell you what it's called. It's called Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder. So I ran that through with my Stampin' Cut emboss machine. So you're going to want to, if you want to make this beautiful background, you have to have that machine. And yes, we love having machines. Stampin' Cut emboss machine. And we also have a small mini one, but it does not do the big embossing folder. So for this one, you need the big one. So we're gonna do that. And for this card, I'm going to use Old Olive. So the first thing we're gonna do is we need our border. So I'm gonna turn this over and I'm gonna start punching the trees going across. And then all you do is just line up where you started, you just line up where you finish. So tell me who on here loves to do Christmas cards. Now I have learned through the years that you don't wait. This is why I love to do Christmas card classes, because by the time that I get through all of my classes, I usually have enough Christmas cards to mail out to all my friends. I like to mail out Christmas cards to my team and to my family and all that as well. Sometimes last year, I think I mailed out 250 Christmas cards. Anyway, and that doesn't even touch the list that I would like to mail out. So I did this border going across. I'm just gonna trim this out of here so I can use it. Now you can cut this up and have, look, a whole forest of trees. I am going to keep it as a border. So I'm just gonna take some adhesive and I'm gonna use the mini glue dots, and I'm gonna just take this and add just a few going across. This is gonna stick down to that embossing folder, so you wanna make sure you have plenty of adhesive so it doesn't like flop away. Yeah, when you I got right there on my hand. Let's stick that down there. All right, so this is gonna go across here, about mid-range, like that. So my other, I'm gonna have you compare. We're gonna compare here in a minute. Start here. I already had my adhesive on that piece. So I got one of my other favorite greens, which is Old Olive, and then I went and found an Old Olive ribbon. Huge, huge benefit of Stampin' Up. Probably the biggest benefit is they coordinate for you. So I don't have to guess. I wonder what ribbon's gonna look good. Well, I know this is Old Olive ribbon. So I'm gonna take, this is all of these supplies are in our annual catalog, which means it's the big catalog that we carry every year, and that comes out new in June. All of my customers who order classes from me, I always give them an option to get they can get a catalog. So I am going to just tie this down here at the bottom. This ribbon is actually really cool. One side's a little bit blue, and the other side is the Old Olive, but it really goes, and it has a tiny bit of a shimmer to it. So I haven't used this much, but man, pulling it out during Christmas time is what I definitely want to do. So I just tied a knot down there. You could be a bow tire. This to me was more of a natural feel of a card, so I went with a knot versus a bow. Like the first one, I did a big, huge bow on. Oh, Becky does 75 to 100. Yeah, handmade cards. Christmas cards they're really important to me. I feel like it's important for us to have that, to take the time. It's the one time where when we let that busyness of the holidays get to us, then we forget what it's all about. And then when we take the time to actually make somebody something, I feel like that shows them that we really, we do care. And it's not just about buying stuff for people or getting so consumed. And some people, like the holidays, are hard for them. Oh, do you know what? This is really frustrating me. I am not getting this the way that I want it to. It's not tying right. So let's just clear the air. Clear in the air. I'm gonna start over from scratch, and tying a knot should not be that hard, but for some reason, it just keeps tying goofy. But I'm gonna pretend I'm starting from scratch. This is a fresh slate. Like none of that happened. I always pull it a little tighter than I need to, and then I tie, that's better. Okay, I feel better now. That was driving me nuts. I just wanted it to be a little flatter, and I just wouldn't tie flat. And then I just cut it nice and tight. There. So there's our bow. Next, we're just gonna stamp our words. Our words are with Old Olive. Okay, like I was telling you, sometimes I get distracted. I tell you guys that. That's why I don't always read your comments, is because I get so distracted. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna take the words Merry Christmas, and because we are making Christmas cards. I love it. I'm full-fledged Christmas now. And we're gonna just stamp that with the Old Olive, Merry Christmas, up there at the top. And now we're going to put that down to our card. Not done with that stamp pad yet. I don't want to put it away because this is going to have an inside. Sometimes we just, like this, the first card we made, we didn't decorate the inside. This one, the inside is going to be even, because the outside is real simple. See, it's so super simple. On the inside, again, I'm that 4 1/4 by 11 piece of paper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this in towards the middle. You're right, I didn't measure it, and that might drive some people nuts. This doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if this is perfect or not. I just want it to meet there, and then that's all that matters. So it just needs to meet in the middle somewhere. And then we're going to take, so this way it opens up like this. Okay, it's the same card, it's just the way that we do it, right? So now I'm gonna take, and on just the one side, I'm going to put dimensionals, and I actually will put them down here so I know where to put them. I'm gonna put 6 because I like to use lots of dimensionals, lots of them. My cards are not gonna fall apart when someone gets that in the mail. We're just gonna pull that apart. All right, last time I'll tell you guys, this is my Christmas card class. So you can all watch for free, and thank you so much for being here. If you would like the kit to be able to get sent to you of all the cardstock, the ribbon, the pieces, if you place a $35 order, you get it all for free. I'll pay the shipping for you. That's how I've always priced my card classes. And if you go over $50, then I will send you, and you have to place the order by Monday at midnight. And then by next Friday, I will ship the kit out to you. If your order's over $50, then you will get this free, beautiful gingham ribbon, which has been so popular, we can barely keep it in stock. So you'll get a whole bolt of that. All right, so there is the outside of our card. It opens up like this, and on the inside, I have a piece of white that I have cut. So let's just do a little bit of stamping with that. I'm gonna take looks like a soft suede stamp pad. I wanted to use Early Espresso, but I cannot seem to find my Early Espresso stamp pad. I used it last week for a video. Hey, by the way, tomorrow I will have on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna load this up to YouTube, and then I also will be having a 5-minute Friday. So this is like a long video. So tomorrow I'll have one that I call a 5-minute Friday. So you can watch that video, and I'll have a project for you. And it's about 5.5 minutes, but it's close. All right, so I just took one of those trees out of that stamp set. I need to take some scrap paper. Let's see if I can find some. Yep, here's a piece of scrap paper. And I'm gonna stamp, I'm taking Old Olive, keep it all within the same color. Some people try to like put a whole bunch of colors on there. And I'm just gonna stamp the tree down here, and then I'm gonna stamp it again. See, this gives that variation. So our inside of this card, and while we're at it, let's go ahead and stamp our envelope so we don't, when someone gets an envelope in the mail that's decorated, then man, they're so much happier. Look at that, that's simple. So whatever you have your stamp pad and your stamps out, always stamp your envelope then, because when you try to dig it back out, it's so much more work. I just stamp them all at the same time. All right, we're almost done. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me know what you thought about Christmas card class. And again, if you place that order, you get the card kit in the mail. You have to use, in this description is the link to order, and you have to use my host code. If you don't use the host code, I won't know that you ordered. So that host code lets me know that you've ordered. And to get this special, to get this class, you have to do it by Monday at midnight. So there's that one. Now remember, let me show you that variation to see which one that you like better. Okay, so it's just different shades of green, but again, the coordination that Stampin' Up! Gives us is awesome. All of the cards are so simple for you guys to make, and you know that makes me the happiest when you actually make something and post it. So I appreciate your comments. I will go back through. I tried to catch a lot of them, but then I would never pay attention. So this one is with the Old Olive, and again, the inside is decorated. This one is with our Evening Evergreen. There's our inside on that one. So all of these, I had a little bit of variation, so you can see that, maybe you like a slightly different color, except for this one, there's no variation to that one. This one's just so cute the way that it is. So these are all the cards that we made. So if you're joining us late, then you can go back through and watch from the beginning. And this is just some fun Christmas cards. All right, thank you guys for being here. Again, in the description is also the information for my website. And we're gonna be offering a Christmas stamp camp coming up, and it will sell out. My last retreat sold out in 4 hours. And so I do get my email list is where you'll get all that information. So join my email list. If you go to rondawade.com, there will be a place that will pop up and say, join my email list, and I'll email you whenever I have those available. And so I'll be partnering with my friend, Ange McKay. We're gonna have a beautiful Christmas stamp camp to give you. Someone asked if they can case these. Yes, that's why I show you. Some people do demonstrations to show you how talented they are. That is not why I do it. I show you projects because I want to see how talented you are and what you do with them. So take these simple layouts and create the exact same thing, or you can shake them up a little bit and do something different. But I love to see what you can do and that we're creative together and we're crafting together. That's like my most favorite thing. So thank you guys for being here. If you have any questions, you can comment here, you can message me, and I will be happy to help you. If you want to place an order and you have no idea how to go to the online ordering system, you can email me your order and I'll be happy to help you that way too. All right, you guys have a great day. Remember, 2 weeks from today, back here, same time, I'll be doing another Christmas card class. And I'm gonna be featuring ones that have photos in it. So like I love to put a photo of my family in my Christmas cards and have for many years. And so that next week I'll be showcasing some of those cards too. All right, have a great day. Thanks for joining me.